Hawaii County is a very unique place. We're really huge. We're the big island. The 4,028 square miles of land. We're 80% the size of Connecticut, but we have a very small population. There's about 200,000 residents that our police department serves. We deal with big city problems, we deal with small town problems. So we're a very eclectic and cool place to live and work. Aloha, my name is Ben Moszkowicz. I'm the Chief of Police for Hawaii County. One of the really cool things about the Hawai'i Police Department and Hawaii specifically is that the officers on the department represent the community that they serve. It's not uncommon for officers to run into cousins, aunties, uncles, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends, and kids of family members. So it really creates a town where everybody knows everybody, and that actually helps us. It helps us to solve crimes, and a lot of that goes back to our important ties to the community and the relationships that our officers have with their family members in the community.
If you're taking a drive through our district, you're going to find a wide variety of landscapes. You'll go from lava lands to industrial parks to up Malka, you'll have farm and ranch country. Down to the shoreline, you'll have all your tourist and your resort activity stuff. The size of our district is very diverse. So is our department. Whatever situation or problem may arise, we have the right officer to place and take care of that situation.
Community policing is absolutely essential in modern policing and the policing of today. If you wait until there's a problem that develops to the point where people are calling 911, chances are you've already lost the game. It's much more important to invest time and invest resources in teaching students in school, in building community partnerships and collaborative relationships to prevent problems from evolving to the point where citizens are violent or they have to call 911 to help us come solve their problems after the fact. We'd much rather get in there and help solve problems before they become big problems.
Our primary goal is to bridge the gap between the community and the police department. With that, we try to be proactive. We have different programs that we get out into the general community and find out what the issues are and what the community concerns are. On top of that, seeking and solving problems and or issues that may arise.
Absolutely number one most important skill to make community policing successful is a belief that collaboration is going to work. The belief that you can get out there and form partnerships with people, and through these partnerships, you're going to multiply the ability of your police department to get out there and solve problems before they happen. So the essential elements of community policing program include having officers who are proactive, having people who can go out and talk story. In Hawaii, rather than have a conversation or talk to people, we say talk story. We listen to their stories, they listen to our stories, and together we form a narrative and a collaborative partnership that helps us to reduce crime.
I think it's great important that we get to know the people that we're actually serving. I think it's vital to the success of being a community police officer. In the district of Hilo, we actually break up the district into sectors and assign officers specific sectors. And by doing so, making a smaller area that the officer is responsible for. The officer is able to get to better know that community and the problems associated with it. So for me personally, I keep in contact with my neighborhood watch leaders, and it's not uncommon for them to give me text messages throughout the day, letting me know of all the illicit activity that might be going on in the area. Keeping this strong working relationship with the community will help us deter crime and oftentimes solve crime.
Some of the most important elements of this collaborative partnership involve getting out there in the community and actually having events. That's the most important part to making community policing a collaborative success.
Today's event is Hawai'i Police Department Fill a Police Cruiser event. It's a food drive for the Hawaii Food Basket. The people who are involved in this is the Hawai'i Police Department, along with Kona Costco and the Hawaii Food Basket. All the food donations are going to stay here on island. They're going to benefit the Hawaii Island Food Basket. All the monetary donations is going to go over to Maui for the Maui Food Bank. The other community events that we do is Coffee with the Cop. We have it set up on a weekly basis with 3 of our coffee companies that have been very supportive with the police department. The next one would be Cop on Top with the Special Olympics. We also do Shop with the Cop with Target and Catholic Charities. Beyond that, we do events with the school with the High PAL and the DARE program. We have numerous events that we do throughout the year.
Community policing absolutely reduces crime. In addition to having officers visible in the community, which is certainly an aspect of community policing, the ability of our officers, especially here on Hawaii Island, to build collaborative partnerships, to organize security watches, to just reach out and make connections with business members, business owners, and community members, absolutely frees up the lines of communication and allows us to get more information. And that absolutely goes a long way towards solving and reducing crime.
So one of the major problems that our community has been dealing with is agricultural theft. And so what we're doing is we work specifically with the local farmers. We have officers designated as the agricultural theft officers. So they'll often have meetings with local farmers, and we'll bring prosecutor's office local representatives in order to brainstorm ways to combat this problem. We've also been letting the community know about this ongoing problem and the consequences associated with it, because these local farmers, this is their livelihood. And I think the community just got to understand that there's going to be a trickle-down effect, that if these farmers continue to have this loss of profit, they're going to have to up their prices, which will translate over to the markets. For me, the long-term solution for this problem is working with our youth, keeping them out of trouble, getting them to stay away from drugs, and hopefully keeping them away from a lifetime of crime.
So the main goal of community policing is the main goal of the rest of the police department, which is to prevent crime, to solve crime, to deter crime. And if we can help community members to solve other problems that are maybe not criminally related but could lead to nuisance, then that's absolutely our mission as well. So we have dedicated officers whose job it is to go out and interface with the community, certainly when things happen, but more importantly before things happen, to build relationships and to help prevent difficult situations.
One of the most satisfying things for me working in this community policing section is when somebody actually does accept the services that we provide, and I can see them going in the right direction, being put on a new path in life. It's something that's very rewarding, and it makes this job worth it. And I know that wherever that path leads them, they're going to remember that for the rest of their life. And that's really what community policing is all about. Homelessness is a major issue that we're faced with. Here in Kona, we have one general shelter, and they're normally at full capacity. So for us, we have to look at alternatives, offering temporary hotel stays or following up with assistance with Section 8 housing vouchers. Our resources may be finite, but our commitment is not.
Good community policing is absolutely essential. Areas of our island where we're able to invest more in community policing, we get much better results. We see lower crime trends, we see a better relationship with the community, we get more feedback from the community. Without that partnership, we're missing out on an opportunity to get feedback from the community on what we can do better to help.
I am a husband, a father, so my job is to take care of my family, and what better way by working with my community to help lower crime and working with our youth in our schools to hopefully enforce some good morals in the upbringing.
Police officers are community members. They live next door to you, they coach your kids at school, we go to church together. We want to be community members, we want to be community partners and be recognized in our unique ability to help you to solve the problems using the power of government to help solve some of these situations.